It's Apollo. Alright, to kick off this video, we're gonna go ahead and do a number 4 against the grain all the way around and make it all the way even. We're gonna give him a nice bald taper on the back and sides. We're gonna do a lot of transformation with this haircut, guys. Not only the haircut, but on the beard as well. We're gonna take a lot of length off the beard as well. He hasn't had a haircut, you know, for the whole quarantine situation. He has a 2-year-old son. It was his birthday. This is a very close family friend of ours, and he actually was open enough to going to get the rapid test done before this haircut. That way I can do his facial hair. So being that he's a family friend, and he was able to do that for me, just to get his facial hair done for his son's birthday party, I was able to record this video on my day off. But still, you know, being safe at the same time. Got the gloves on, the mask, all that. So like I said, guys, we're gonna do a number 4 all the way around against the grain. I'm using my Gamma Ergo clippers. Just want to make sure it's even all the way through. Comb through that hair, make sure that hair is feeding into that guard. But yeah, guys, it's crunch time for me on my side. In about 3 weeks, October 13th, I will be having my second daughter. My wife will be giving birth October 13th, so countdown for me, man. If y'all are, you know, my clients and listening to this, my last day in the barbershop is October 10th, and I'm most likely going to be out until November 1st. So it's exactly 3 weeks to spend time with the family, get the schedules together, and then get back to work, guys, and get those holidays taken care of. But super excited, man. I can't wait for my daughter to be born. I have a 5-year-old now, so going back to the sleepless nights and the delirious nights. If y'all are dads, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I'm gonna try to balance everything: YouTube, family, baby time, my daughter, her ballet, the 2 dogs that I got. Like, we got a lot of figuring out to do. But I don't feel, I feel like you can't plan it. You can't plan ahead for that. It's most likely just one of those things where you just gotta roll with the punches. Whenever, you know, baby Arya gets here, we'll figure things out. Trial and error. But getting off subject, guys, I had put my first guideline in with my trimmer. Then I did no lever all the way open, and then middle, and then close it to remove that bottom line. Now I have my 1 guard open, and I'm going up about 1/2 of an inch. After I have it all the way open, I'll put it in the middle and then close it. As you can tell, it got a little bit lighter, so now I'll jump to my number 2 guard. The reason why I jumped to my number 2 guard instead of a number 1.5, I feel like it gives me enough space to still keep it dark. I don't go from a 1 to a 1.5 because it'll give me a lighter panel, if that makes any sense. So after doing the 2 open and then closing it all the way, you can work your way down to the 1.5 guard. Now this is a number 3. This is the highest guard I'm going to be using because obviously there's a number 4 on the sides. So a number 3 against the grain, just kind of removing those dark spots with the 3 open. Then I'll close it as needed. But I'm just trying to work this right side panel out first, and then I'll work my left side out. And I only do this depending on how I feel, or even when I'm recording the video. That way I don't get in the way of the camera. I always like to work this side, and then I'll work the left side. So like right here, I go to my 2 guard on this side, then you'll see me, you know, work to my 3 guard. Whatever you see underneath the 2, you're gonna remove that with your 1.5 guard. And guys, bear with me. This is a 20-minute haircut tutorial. It is a long haircut tutorial. A lot of people click out. They always fast forward to the finished result. Then they want to say, dude, I have people comment after a minute of me dropping the video, like, you did not watch the video. Watch the full video. If you are a subscriber and you love my content, it really helps the channel if you let the video play and you watch it all the way through. Just like giving me a thumbs up, liking, share, commenting, subscribing, all of that helps the channel grow. If you just click on the video and then fast forward to the end, there is a such thing in the back end of YouTube called watch time minutes, and that's what helps out the channel and the monetization of it and the analytics behind it, and YouTube starts recommending my videos to people outside of my subscribers. You know what I mean? Like, starts recommending, like, if you ever click on YouTube at the home page and you see videos underneath the search bar, those are all recommended videos, basically going viral, basically getting views and having interaction with the subscribers. So it all helps the channel grow. It's not all about just the money. It helps in the back end with the money portion of it. Obviously, y'all know YouTubers get paid on the back end, but it really helps the channel grow when you give the thumbs up, when you do the comments, like, share, and then also watching the video all the way through. That's why I try to, there are times where I'll take certain parts out because I feel like it's just going too slow, or I'm working on the same area or whatever, but I just feel like it's so hard to leave out key detailed points. Just like small detail work, as so right here, as I'm doing with the half guard, stretching that skin, having my client look down, stretching that skin in the back of the neck taper. That way you can get a better blend. Now we're gonna work the left side. Like I said, depending on how I'm recording at the moment, if I don't want to get in the way, or I feel like I am gonna get in the way, if I work both sides, I'll work the right side and then work my way to the side. So same steps. Right here, this is my 1 guard all the way open. I already blended from the 1.5 guard into the 2. After I kind of create myself a rough draft of the blend, I always go back in detail. You may see me go all the way to a 1 guard or to a half guard, but whenever I do, I always start with the lever open, because if you start with the lever closed, you can create yourself a line that you can't get out, and it can be frustrating when you get lost in the blend. It can be really frustrating. Now I jump down to my 0 guard. This isn't the half guard that the wall comes with. This is the 0 guard that this clipper comes with. And I feel like there's some kind of different leveling in between this 0 guard and my 1/16 guard. Even though it's kind of the same, I feel like it cuts just a little bit longer. Then I'll come back through as so with my half guard from the Wall Premium set, because this clipper does take the Wall Premium guards. That's why I really like it, because that's what I use with the seniors. Now I'm gonna go ahead and create my first guideline on the side taper using my Fabulous Rose Gold FX trimmers, and then right here I just go in, like, just start removing all that beard, taking it all off. We're gonna do a nice faded beard. We're gonna obviously leave some length on there. I'm not gonna take it all the way off, but we're gonna take it quite a bit. So for those that are beard lovers or men with beards, I'm sorry, this might be a little painful to watch, but it's not too much. Like, it was just one of those things, like he was just over it. He had been wearing a long beard during quarantine for a long time, so he was just over it. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and create our second guideline on the side taper, lever all the way open, and then you just saw me put it in the middle and then I closed it right away. After we're done with that panel, we're going to take the one guard all the way open, going up about 1/2 inch. Guys, you can tell that his hair texture on this side, he used to wave, so his hair pattern will kind of go forward into the C-cup area, but his natural way that his hair wants to lay is kind of back towards the ear. So you're gonna see a lot of times whenever I'm blending this area, this was very difficult to blend. His haircut period, every time I cut his hair, I take a long time on. It's just, you really got to know what you're doing whenever you're cutting his hair, because it's like a light but also a dark texture, if that makes any sense, like a thin dark texture. But any cut that you do matters. So yes, I started removing bulk right then and there, but I'm gonna go ahead and blend basically downwards now. I'm basically just cleaning up around the ears, going towards the back. That way I can create myself a foundation. After I do that, this is a number 1.5 guard, going around, you know, the ear, favoring that left corner. And then after I do the 1.5, I'll work my way down to the 1 guard. And then you'll see me go back and forth, going to my 2 and my 3, just to remove some dark spots and kind of blend this area a little bit more as I'm doing right there. I jump back to my number 3, I believe. And then now I'm going back down. I'm using my 1 guard. It looks identical to the 0 guard because it's the same color, obviously, but that was a 1 guard. Now I'm jumping down to my 0 guard, because after I did the bulk up top, I'm working my way down to blend down. And even throughout this haircut, I'm not done until I actually show you the final product, guys. So you're gonna see some areas where I just go back to and blend. I kind of get to that point where if I feel like it's not working for me at that moment, move on and come back to it, because you're just gonna get frustrated. You're gonna get frustrated, you're gonna get behind, you're gonna keep raising the blend, you're gonna keep messing with a spot, and then next thing you know, it's just like you're over it. So move on and come back.
It's Apollo.
Here I'm going to take my trimmer and just tap that top line of his beard, and you're going to see it's just going to come to life right into that taper. And this is not something that I'm doing all the time, like for my clients that are watching this. I'm not still doing facial hair until January 1st. I'm just trying to be as safe as possible, guys. But being the fact that he's a family friend, he has come around my family already. And also, he wanted to get his beard done for his son's birthday. He was willing to do the rapid test that he was able to find out within, I believe, 24 hours of the test if he was positive or negative. That's not a service that I'm wanting to do. Like, I'm not telling my clients to do that just to get their hair done, their beard done. This is just something that I was able to do for a family friend, and he was willing to do that for me as well. So, in return. So right here, basically, guys, it's like fading the hair. You just work your system, same system. You know, from your 1.5 all the way to your 4 to your 3, depending on how long the beard is. But you're gonna see, like, this is not the finished product, so don't think like I'm done. You gotta trust the process. Trust the process. So I'm just rounding the back lineup of the beard. I feel like it gives a better shape to what I'm trying to do, and also complements his face frame as well. Instead of kind of making it straight, and I just feel like just the round shape just looks better. So right here, going back to the blend of the beard, I'm just making a smoother transition into the taper, going back, detailing my work. I always check my mirrors, I check the camera, I stand back and look at the haircut, move the client's head in different angles, kind of see what I'm missing. But I just feel like a haircut is a process. Especially a canvas like this, like he came with a full head of hair, a massive beard. I mean, you really gotta take your time and trust the process when it comes to a canvas like this. So you have seen me bring the facial hair to life. Now I'm going to go ahead and start the lineup. This is going to bring the haircut together, guys. I feel like the neckline and obviously a beard shape up, but the hairline, this is what brings everything together. This is where you kind of see if everything is proportionate, everything is even. I mean, look, once you hit that neckline into that taper, just this angle is fire, man. Angle is so dope. I think the taper came out pretty clean. Lining him up, favoring that corner of that blade. He looks like a totally different person, guys, from the beginning. Look at that taper in the back. Just tapping at that hairline. Don't want to do nothing too crazy to it. He has a pretty decent natural hairline. It's just sharpening that thing. You gotta sharpen it up. And here's the finished product, guys. Man, I hope you enjoyed this haircut tutorial, and hopefully you watched this tutorial all the way through and saw the process. I enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. Make sure you subscribe, share, like, comment, guys. It all helps the channel grow. Let's get to 100K by the end of this year. And as always, stay safe, and Team Gifted, stay gifted.